As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and live. And that's why we got the name of the page. It's not over yet. It's not over. Just when you think that Satan's got you by the balls, or just when you think that you're at the end of that cliff, climb down the cliff and then go to the other side. It's never over unless you choose for it to be. Until your very last breath. Go all out with it. You want to go all out. If you're trying to see the next day, go all out. That's right, go all out. Don't let anybody take your shine from you. You are beautiful. Cancer survivors, survivors of war, veterans, bullying victims, anybody. Anybody. Don't let anybody tell you that it's wrong to do something. Don't let anybody tell you that. You know what's in your heart, just like I know what's in mine. Can't nobody tell you that Jesus don't do that. Jesus. Well, how do they know what Jesus said? I don't think Jesus would have said, hey, you like somebody of the same gender, so I'm going to crucify you right here in front of everybody. I don't think he would have said that. You know, it depends on what your intent is. What your intent is. Pedophiles and things like that. Yeah. But I am not the judge. I shouldn't be the one to judge. So I'm not going to. But I feel like that there's different levels of God's trust. Or, well, I really don't know how to say it. It's different. God frowns upon different things on different levels, I believe. Now, I know the 10 Commandments, obviously. But not once in there to say, thou shalt not have the same partner, or same gender partner, or thou shalt not, it doesn't say anything like that. So, the reason why I'm bringing this up this morning is because a friend of ours messaged us and said something about somebody called her a candy licker or something like that. I don't know. But if that's what her preference is, that's what her preference is. If that's what a man's preference is, that's what a man's preference is. You can't judge somebody just because they're not the same as you. Just because they don't have the same values, the same creed, the same sex, the same religion, the same bank account, the same job, the same car, the same color. Everybody needs to stop with the stupidity and move on. Move on with it. I know that my friend wasn't even worried about what was wrote on his post. He wasn't even worried about it. He'd been like, hey, Shadow, fuck him. That's what he'd have said. But anyway, it got me a little bit upset at first. But now it's time to move on from it. Because I knew him even better than most of his family knew him. See, I always thought it was my fault that I didn't tell his family that he was that bad off on what he had done. And it was my fault. It was my fault. I'm not even gonna front. I could have, knowing that I was his bodyguard, his house clipper, his butler, and I knew more about what he was doing than what his family did. But all I can do is to honor his name, because there's lots of people out there that are grieving because of losing someone. There's lots of people out there that are still hurt, that are still challenged from day to day because they've lost someone. And that's fine. That's really fine. And just don't let it consume you and overwhelm you to the fact where it turns you into an evil person. Honor and cherish their name by showing love to people, by being the same person that they allowed themselves to be without the drugs. That's how you honor their name. That's how you honor their name. That's how you honor their name. Heroin killed him. Fentanyl. If he would have went and got help for that addiction, he would still be alive today. He kept telling me that I needed help because I was out there. I was gone. I was gone on drugs. But the point is that I did not let it consume me. I straightened my life out to the best of my ability. I got help. Stayed clean from all the street drugs. And I enabled myself to feel empowered without having to go out and take a chance on police, getting a lethal dose of something that I don't know what it is, any of that. And see, that's what change is about. That's what change is about. It's about that focus on reality. That's it. It's that focus on reality. Don't let the medication consume you. Don't let it take you. I mean, there's people out there that drink, but they don't let it control their lives. They don't let it come to the part where they're drinking and driving and they kill someone or something like that. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying right there. We can all be influencers of people that are possibly going to die this year from drug overdoses. We can be great influencers, role models, counselors, better people than what we are. Somebody else's. We can work alone and let people keep dying from this deadly disease. You guys have a great day.